Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Surrey Esports Group Stage, Day 1. We're going to take on Team Toke versus Insane Counter here. My name is Jake Hiprain Matthews. Joining me this evening is Docda. Docda, how you doing?
I'm loving the energy, man. That was high impact introduction.
High impact. Over the next 3 weeks, we will have 8 teams all playing off in a tournament-style draft to be going against each other. This is going to be a mixture of teams as well. So we've got a mixture of silver, we've got a mixture of bronze, we've got some unranked teams, we've got some diamond players. So some of these games are going to be complete stomps, some of them are a bit more even. This first game between Team Toke and Insane Counter is actually going to be a relatively even game. All the teams are kind of varying between gold and silver roughly as their rank. So on a piece of paper, the skill matchup, they look relatively even.
Yeah.
Carry on, sorry.
Yeah, it's just about to pretty much echo what you said. It's like it's about low gold, high silver sort of things. Yeah, silver 2 to gold 3 kind of bracket we got going here. Not going to be a complete stomp. Or at least we hope not. You know, you want to get a nice
yeah,
game.
it'd be interesting to see a kind of more intense game. Yeah. It's a bit weird. We've got a couple of one-trick ponies in here. One in a Zillion, almost running 200,000 mastery points on Zillion. So,
I wouldn't have guessed from the
name. Yeah, maybe from the name, but yeah. So he might be a little bit of a target ban.
It does 2 million.
Yeah, no, 200,000.
That's 200k, mate.
Yeah.
Close.
So fair amount here. We're getting to picks and bans. Now, one thing to keep in mind against these one-trick ponies is against them, you either take their one trick and you deal with it. So do you let him get that Zillion he's very comfortable on, or do you ban it against him?
You know what? I 100% disagree. I think there's the only thing that's as scary as playing against a 200k mastery Zillion. It's not going to matter because they banned it. The only thing that's that scary is picking Zillion and playing it against him, because he knows everything about Zillion. He knows every way to counter it, every way to punish it. It's spooky, dude. If someone's ever picked your main, you're like, oh, I know. Yeah, exactly.
It's great when you get into your main, they throw their like snare out or something. You just sidestep it, like, oh, I know what you're doing there.
What are you playing at?
I'm level 7 on this guy, but it does always mean you either pull that permanent ban or counter pick. So Zillion is going to be something against one in a Zillion. If he makes it through, we'll see either basically him never get his hands on, or something they will just perma ban.
It'd be nice to see him get his hands on it maybe once, just.
Yeah, I'd like to see if that, because obviously I've never seen him play. A lot of these players I've never seen play. I've seen Kojiro play, I've seen Ultralix play, Heliosynth and Ultima Cloud play. So I know what their kind of play style's like. Ultralix is a very aggressive jungler. I say aggressive, he doesn't counter jungle very much, but he's a kind of jungler who will stick to one side of the map. If he picks top lane as his lane to go to, he'll gank that. We haven't really talked too much about picks and bans. Syndra, Jhin and Amumu out, as well as the Lee Sin and Fiora. We've had a Yorick pick up first pick here. What do you make of this?
Have we? I can't see it. Things bugged out, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, we've had a Yorick.
Alright, well, Kojiro, he's been playing a bit of Yorick. He's got that Mastery 6 on it. He plays it a little bit. Yorick, he's actually pretty good. He's not great right now because you kind of want like a more dominant lane, try and get that first blood turret. Not so much as important outside of bottom lane, but it's still something you want to take into consideration. Yorick does kind of get mildly clapped in the early levels.
Yeah.
Especially especially versus like Poppy, Jace, Kennen, these champions that are all very strong. We see him a lot, especially at high levels play. So he doesn't do great. I should really point out right now, I can't see any of the picks. So you're gonna have to talk me through.
So we've had a Master Yi pick, and Ultralix has picked up a tanky engaged jungler, which is completely not entirely unexpected. He plays pretty much exclusively that style. He plays a lot of Amumu. So he's actually picked a Zac up, which is something we've seen quite a lot, a compete league. So
yeah, I love Zac, dude.
Yeah, Zac's great. Emma gets stoned, hovering the Karma here. So a kind of support mid laner. They haven't really picked a hyper carrier yet, so it's going to be all on Heliosynth at this point. The damage is a little bit lackluster. They've got the Yorick, who, his damage is not bad, especially if you've seen that kind of late game Triforce Spirit's Visage healing with the Q Yorick, who can just 1v4 a team and not die. But
they could just be planning to never actually fight. You send a maiden off to go split, and then you just sort of let her do it, and you kind of hope that the other teams panicking and you just sneak a turret where you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Zac is. I haven't actually played too much on the. Like, I've played one game on the latest patch, but Zac I imagine would be incredibly busted with Courage of the Colossus because he's already stacking so much health.
Yes.
It's kind of a shame because I was a big advocate for I was called Thunderlord's. No, not Thunderlord's. Windspeaker's Blessing. Zac. It was actually really good. Now I can't justify running it because Courage of the Colossus is just straight up OP.
It is incredibly good, actually. We haven't seen a single assassin come out as well, because we've had Zillion. Yeah, well, one of the Zillion's picked up the Vel'Koz, something he's played a fair amount of. Fatty Foo's picked up a hyper character, picked up the Tristana. Heliosynth has returned that with a Ezreal pick, and we've had an Orianna, so it's going to be a Karma support and it's going to be an Orianna mid. So there is going to be some damage to back up that Ezreal, but there is a lot of scaling on the side of Team Toke. Versus potential Blitzcrank. I actually kind of want to see a Blitzcrank. I've never casted a Blitzcrank in my entire time casting.
Let's see it. I love Blitzcrank.
35 seconds on the clock. We'll find out.
Quick. What's Ultimate Cloud picked?
He's picked Poppy.
Okay, so we got Poppy,
so we do have a Poppy.
Vel'Koz,
Tristana, and potentially a Blitzcrank.
Okay, and the potential Blitzcrank. Other side would be Yorick, Zac, Orianna,
Zac,
Ezreal,
Orianna,
Karma.
Ezreal, and Karma. And it looks like they're switching to the Trundle, so it's going to be a Trundle support.
So
lots of close range, really, apart from the Vel'Koz and obviously Tristana later, but Tristana's range obviously is quite low early on.
Yeah.
Into a poke lane as well. It's a poke bot lane. Karma Ezreal.
I was gonna say the Karma Ezreal is really like strong very early because you throw so much at them. You know, Karma has a really strong level 1 because she has access to the mantra.
Yes.
Level 1. Ezreal actually has a really high base AD as well. It does real good early. So, and this is a Trundle. He's a melee support. He's not going to offer much to a table level 1 if they can kite him properly, which is a lot easier when you have the, Inner Flame slow as well.
Yes. He's running Ignite
He will regen. Is he running Ignite?
He's running Ignite.
I can't see those either. Oh god.
So extremely aggressive. Wonder is he running that Flash Ghost, so he's looking to... Gonna go for that almost standard mid lane mage summoner spells there. Emma got stoned is actually Emma gets stoned, sorry. I keep saying got. Emma gets stoned. Actually running the Ignite on the Orianna, so a massively aggressive lane here. I'm hoping you're seeing that delay.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, so it's just your picks and bans that are bugged. That's weird.
Yeah, it's just everything on the right and left is just black boxes.
Oh, okay. Well, champions are being picked. Everyone, let us know in the Twitch chat. Sorry, I'm having a brain freeze here. Everyone, let us know in the Twitch chat who you think might come out on top. Will it be Team Toke or will it be Insane Counter? I'm going to keep my eye on this top lane. I've played a few games with both Ultimate Cloud and Kojira. They're very easy to tilt in a sense, but once one of them starts dying, they just continuously die. So whoever gets first blood in that lane and continuously kills I think once you kind of give 1-2 kills up in that lane, they're just going to completely fall over in that lane, and that will happen at some point. Kojira or Ultimate Cloud will aggress on each other, and we're going to see a massive fight come out.
You said they are friends, right?
They are friends, so they know how to play against each other.
So they're going to be going for each other. Guys, both of them are going to say, guys, I don't care if we win. I just want to tilt him.
Ultimate Cloud is actually playing against 3 of his friends on this game, so
he's really
so he's got a point to prove here. He was running Ignite for a little bit, but he switched off to the TP, which I'm very glad to see.
Yeah,
kind of going less selfishly and more team based there. Chef Happy Hates. He actually took exhaust in the end, so he did switch out. That was my client being a little bit slow on me there.
What do you think the chances are that Ultimate Cloud gets 5v1'd in the first 6 minutes?
I honestly expect there's going to be a lot of ganks in that top lane. They're going to look to tilt him.
He'll probably get 3v1'd. I don't know. Maybe we'll see Sam Seaborn roam up as well. It's probably a 3v1 7 jungler, send the mid.
Yeah, that's something you expect to see. However, it is a Zac, and Poppy does counter Zac engage. Obviously, with
Poppy and Janna are just the most frustrating things to play against. I don't cut you off, but good God, because the steadfast presence,
that's the one. I was trying to remember the name of that ability. So thank you for saying that.
It's the easy counter to him.
So he actually has picked a good top laner into it.
Oh God,
he's picked a very good top laner into it.
It's
I'm very
disgusting.
excited to see how this Yorick's going to play out. I've not casted any of the rework Yorick. I'm saying that like I
Ooh.
casted any of the old Yorick as
The
well.
old
But
Yorick.
I've never casted Yorick as a champion.
But do you know the names of the abilities?
The spade hit, flesh wall,
The whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. No, I actually don't. So I'm going to make it up as I go along.
Well, the only one I know is E is like mist globule or something. Like,
Oh god,
it's something really weird like that.
we
got Maiden of the.
Yes, so Maiden.
Maiden of the Mist. Yeah, that's the easy one.
I know that one. So that's something. Hopefully he's bad with his abilities and I don't have to cast it too much.
As long as he doesn't have a keyboard, you're good to go.
Yeah, I've played with him. He might as well not have a keyboard at times.
Oh, Jesus, dude. You're lucky he's not listening.
This is what happens when you cast your friends as well.
Oh yeah, no.
You have to just slay him a little bit.
And some of my friends were thinking of running a tournament. I said, look, I'd be happy to come and cast it for you guys, but you're getting flamed. Like, just.
I'll try and keep it fair. I'll point out the good stuff and the bad stuff, as I always like to do.
But okay, so again, we're gonna see Grasp of the Under. Wait, okay, so we're seeing the Thunderlords on Ultralix on the Zac. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's completely in his style.
Yeah, okay, Thunderlord Zac is just something that tilts me whenever I see it. I hate when people do Magic Pen or AP.
I don't think he's actually looked too much into the new summoner spells. So obviously the patch is new, so everyone might be just sticking to what they know, maybe sticking away from the other stuff.
Even before, it's like when people build Runic Echoes or Magic Pen on Zac, I just get like straight triggered because you don't need it. Like I would play 30% CZR Zac, you know, just full health, full tank, not a single offensive rune mastery or item, and you can still 100 to 0 carries with like just slingshot in, unstable matter, and then 2 bounces from Let's Bounce, and you're set.
So
Courage is so broken as well.
Sorry, you keep breaking up, so I didn't know if you've stopped talking or if you've broken up there. Yeah. So we've got mid lane Karma versus Vel'Koz here. What are you kind of
Orianna versus...
Orianna, sorry. Karma's in the bot lane. What we haven't really talked too much about this bot lane. What are you kind of expecting to see here?
At the bot lane?
Yeah, mid lane, sorry.
Yeah,
we know what happens in bot lane. It's going to be a poke fest, and that Trundle's going to get punished super hard for it.
And get slammed. And also Tristana, just whilst we're on the topic, Tristana has like a pretty grim early game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and so she's going to get clapped very early by Ezreal Karma.
Something just to zone them away.
Yeah. You know, Heliosynth has the has Thunderlords as well. I'm not sure if that's great on Ezreal because Fervor got like pretty gutted. Fervor is not in a great state right now.
Yeah.
Fervor of battle. Warlords, again, it's not really something that you really need in Ezreal because you don't take too much damage because you're always so far back. But would it be better than Thunderlords? Maybe. I'm not 100%.
Well, we've had a pause straight as we come in because it looks like both the mid laners have disconnected. No, sorry, the mid laner and the support.
Yeah, it was Fatty Fu and Emma get stoned.
Oh, that was it, yeah. So hopefully they'll be loading back in. That's more time for us to talk about the comps. Less time to talk about the games.
I'm still triggered by the lack of Courage of the Colossus. Just sorry, but real quick, guys. Courage of the Colossus. You get 10 health, then 10. You get 10 health, then 10 for each level you have, then 7% of your maximum health as a shield for based off of the number of people around you.
It's on a 10-second cooldown or something, isn't it?
It's on like a really short cooldown.
I think it's 10 or 15 seconds. I saw it on a Sejuani the other day, and it was just like
you can proc it multiple times in a fight because you're a tank. You'll be living that long, but you only have to CC the one and then be near the others. It's so stupid. Like, okay, you think this is a Zac, so he's got like an average 4k HP late game, you know? So it's bad maths, but we'll say it's about. So if he jumps into 5 people, that's 1k just for what? It's okay. It's what is it? It's 950. But I'm gonna say it's 1k as a shield just for the 10 plus 10 per level. So that's about at level 18. I'm gonna say that's 200 health. I'm rounding a bit. So that's 1k just from the base. Then 7% of your max health. What's that? That's 40 times 7. That's 40 times 7, so that is 400.
It's too late for maths. It's too late for maths.
430 times 5. What's that? So that's like, okay, I think my maths has gone horribly wrong there because I was about to say that's a 2k. No, it could be, yeah, that could be a 3k shield, pretty much, if you land in the middle of 5 people. Unless I've done something horribly wrong there. I think I have. And whilst we're in the pause, I'm gonna pump it into a calculator because I'm thinking now. It's like I actually have a physical calculator. That's how old school I am, and I don't 100% know why I wasn't using it before, but so. So you just carry, you talk about...
I'll carry on talking.
Mid-lane or something, yeah.
Looks like both the players have now connected, so... Oh, no, there's one more person still waiting to come in, so... They're still waiting on Fatty Foo to crash himself in. Well, he PC crashed, so... the chat coming out is quite funny. Trundle saying this is his promos.
Oh yeah. Always in my promos.
It's always in your promos where someone DCs. I'm glad that pauses don't exist in normal games.
Oh god, yeah.
Because that'd be the worst. You just get trolled.
Yeah. So just real quick, you throw yourself into the middle of 5 people and CC just one of them as a 4k HP Zac at level 18. That's a free 1230 shield that you're getting on top of that if you are running Courage of the Colossus. A shield that Ultralix isn't gonna get. Good god, people. Kinda gets me. But in any case, what was it? So I'm assuming that Fatty Foo is going to be running Warlords. That sounds about right, you know? Sounds pretty standard. And I believe Chief Anafates was running the Thunderlords. So we'll have to... Oh wait, did I say Chief Anafates? I think he was running Thunderlords. He may have been running Grasp. So we'll see how that one goes, just once we get into the game. Does look like... Let's see, has anyone reconnected yet? Actually. Oh, there's Fatty Foo 11 on the Tristana. Should see us going real quick. Jake, bud. Alrighty. So it seems that the players aren't the only ones that is disconnected. Could well be Jake as well. So you'll have to deal with my sultry tones. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's gone. Okay, so your boy God's running the Ghost Smite on Yi. Which is... And so, I guess that's like a preference thing. I think personally I just prefer Flash, because you know, Flash is like pretty useful, people would argue. But Ghost, hey, you know, it's got good synergy with the Highlander, you know, you gotta go fast. There aren't... Actually, there's the only gap closers on the side of Insane Counter. Oh, sorry, of Toke even. The only gap closers they have, or Team Toke, is just the Arcane Shift and the Elastic Slingshot to an extent. And if you're using Slingshot to run away, you're just going to take so much damage during the charge up, it's like almost not worth it. So maybe not running Flash isn't that bad a thing for your boy God. We'll have to see how it plays out.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
In any case, it looks like the boy is back in town. Maybe. Looks like Hiprain could be here soon. It looks like they're not going to see any sort of invade, it's just... Oh, wait, maybe we are? From Amazilian? Nope, just going to get down some vision. So we see everyone just chilling in the bushes by their bus. And looks like Ultralix has not read the latest patch, because he is pinging for help at Krug. Nope, someone's told him Krugs don't spawn at 140 anymore. Yeah, so you have to start at your buffs. I don't know if I like this start from Ultralix, because basically the way it works is the blue buff actually has negative magic resist. So it's taking more than your base damage, pretty much. More damage than it should be. And red has negative armor. Ultralix has also started Elastic Slingshot, which has a 20-second cooldown level 1. And he's not picking up Explore, there it is. If you want to start Unstable Matter. I'm just getting triggered because I play like a lot of Zac. So he's gonna struggle here because he's basically dealing with just auto attacks, but he will take it away, get that red buff. That will help him heal back up. Luckily he doesn't have to deal with the little ones, as they have been removed in this patch that we see. You see, look, that's the power of the level 1 we were talking about earlier. Fatty Foo 11, he's already almost dead in that bottom lane. Just a couple of mantra Qs, a couple of mystic shots, and quite a lot of damage. So he tries to look at the clear from your boy god. Looks like he's just going to go for the blue wolves red clear. It's pretty nice. Krugs and Raptors are very hard to take in these patch, especially in your first clear. It's actually one of the reasons that Ivan's pretty good in this patch. We do see a bit of a rumble in the top lane. Kozra he's about half health, and that's to be expected really. Playing Yorick, especially versus Poppy's like quite a strong champion right now, but Yorick will get kind of clapped early. Again, we do see a bit of trade. Heroic charge comes in. Goes the grass procs. Kozra going very low, but there's not too much potential for a follow-up from Ultimate Cloud. Just gonna have to he's low health, and here comes Hiprain, baby! Ooh, I don't have to play by play.
When you have a talk engineer come around and they just decide to kill your internet, it just on the day you're meant to stream Group 1 of an event.
Oh, there's the flash. There's the heroic charge. He's in too deep. He's trying to keep up above in his head, but he does go under. Not gonna pick up the kill.
I'm just rejoining the spectate.
Alright, bit of an aggressive dive attempt. Ultralix was there for the counter.
Cool. 3 minutes 30 on the clock, right?
Yep.
I'm in. Hello guys, sorry about the disconnection. Never use Talk.
Oh, and speaking of disconnection,
I swear if this game goes on pause, oh man.
Oh, there it is. It goes chief antifates.
Man, I literally reconnected and then there's a pause. What?
Are you sure he's not like your little brother or something? Because you think about it, we're on a delay. We've got a 3-minute delay. He's connected.
He's reconnected.
Okay.
Just shortly after I reconnected. Crazy. Yeah, my mum's a Trundle main.
Yeah, hell yeah. I could make some sort of joke about some sort of pillar of filth or something, but I'm not going to.
Ultralix got a kill on Ultimate Cloud. What did we say? We said that was going to happen.
Yeah, it was a bit... He was sort of like for the level 3 gank, which I don't like, but Ultimate Cloud was so overextended. He was trying to dive the second he hit level 3. He just went for the flash heroic charge into the wall. Put up the steadfast presence for absolutely no reason, but it did end up helping because it stopped Ultralix coming in. But he didn't know Ultralix was there. But hey, it worked out.
Yeah. Maybe his spidey senses were tingling.
Yeah, maybe. I think, frankly, if your spidey senses aren't tingling when you're literally under the enemy turret at 3 minutes in, yeah, it's like you're sort of asking for it by that point,
Well, it's not a great thing because the now the CS lead is going in Yorick's favour. He's got himself a bit of a gold lead here working out as well.
Yeah. The wave wasn't a brilliant spot for him because it was all just outside of his turret range, so he could get a really nice freeze off there. What you didn't get to see was Ultralix. Well, he might have frozen, I don't know. But you didn't get to see Ultralix's interesting clears. He started E on Zac, which sort of just physically hurt me. And there goes Antifates once again.
Yeah, he's just doing a quick restart.
Nice, doing a restart. Okay.
Hopefully, the second it comes back in, I don't DC again. That'd be nice and fun.
You know what? God, that would be perfect. That'd be the creme de la creme. But I've missed this. Back when I used to, before I made the big leagues, Kappa. I was casting a small tournament. We'd have this. Each team had 15 minutes of pause in this weekly tournament we run. Each one would use their 10 every single game.
Standard.
I've missed this. So it's so much more chill. You just get to sit back, chat about, whatever.
Chat about stuff I've all missed already.
Yeah. Oh my God, Twitch chat. Did you see that amazing play?
I don't know how many Twitch shows we've got, if anyone's watching it, to be honest. Let's have a little talk about the CS leads here, because from what it looks like, Fatty Foo's really bullied in this lane. 19-9 CS. Has used his potions as well, so he is running a little bit low.
So we were saying earlier about the potential for a level 1. And we got 30 viewers. Nice.
Wow.
I like how much completely gets, dude. Come on. And he got just slammed. Level 1, walks into lane, mystic shot, inspired, what you call mantra in a flame, mystic shot. He's like, he was 2 autos away from dead. It was like, holy moly, dude. In fairness, Chief Antifates was nowhere to be found. Maybe he was having connection issues then as well. I'm not 100% on that
It's
one.
not anyone's day today.
No. No one's like, okay,
Well,
what are
to the
the
30
odds?
viewers, thank you for watching. Even if we've had caster DCs, player DCs,
Well, caster
Riot
DCs,
close. Oh, yeah, me. Caster
Hiprain DCs, come on. Don't drag
I just
me
want to
down.
cast some League of Legends, man.
I just want to play League.
Let's
Days.
see. Hopefully, it won't be too long.
Didn't see any assassins actually.
No, and none were banned, so
Hmm.
you can see that these mid laners aren't actually
Fans-
particularly comfortable on it.
Yeah, fair. In fact, we actually saw Zillion was banned, who's very good versus assassins because he has the Chrono Shift. Also,
Yeah.
real minor thing I want to mention.
Yes, go.
Fun fact for you is that Steadfast Presence, Poppy's W,
Yes.
will block Yorick's ghouls
From the
when
leap.
they leap to someone who has been marked by the mist globule, which is Yorick's E. It will
I am
block
fairly
them and do
certain.
damage to them.
I'm fairly certain Ultimate Cloud will not be prior to that knowledge.
100%. He's going to do it by accident, and it's
And
going
then
to
be
save
like,
his life.
whoa, what incredible stuff!
He's probably not going to notice, but it will save his life, I guarantee it. It'll be like, oh, I'll just throw up the random W for the move speed, and it'll kill every single ghoul, and he'll get away on 10 HP. I'll be like, oh, nice.
Good times. Well, he's picked himself up some boots. He's got that corrupting potion to hand. So, and it's all stocked up. Where Kozura has only got one tick left on it. So, he has the ability to stay in lane. If Kozura does a bad job of this freeze and actually pushes the wave away from him, it will give Ultimate Cloud a chance to come back in. It is an early first blood. Yes, he did go down to it. Yes, Ultralix has got himself going.
It does get Ultralight's level 4 as well. He does have a pretty
Yep.
nice experience advantage here because he's basically a level up on your boy. Yeah, boy. Even though they've done the same number of camps, I should point out that yeah, boy is literally, if he... And now, guys, I'm going to give you the dirtiest trick that will probably lose you more games than it wins. But if you stand in the very corner of the Raptor pit, you can swipe XP from your mid laner. If the lane's if the creep waves meet in the middle of the lane. So all your boy has to do is that he can literally just walk through the lane, steal XP, and he'll hit for you. I don't know what number he has off, but he's about, you know, one caster creep off. Now granted, that would just ruin one Nazillion's day. But I mean, you know, who cares about your laners, right? Jungle mates.
Who cares about your mid
like,
laner? As a mid lane main,
yeah,
don't
who
do
needs
that.
mid lanes? Yeah, it's like, come on, man, you take our Crocs, you take our Raptors all the time, man. It's not like I wanted those anyway. God, that's the best thing, is you're like, oh cool, my chickens are up, I guess I'll go take them. Oh, it's only the big one.
The long
Alright.
pause.
God, that's the best thing, is when you get level 1 invaded by the enemy mid. Yeah, it's like, and they just take one chicken, it stops you hitting level 3. It's like,
There's more chickens now.
yeah, there is. That's the fifth
Well, it
one.
used to be a thing for a while where you know your mid laner would go take a couple of creeps. I want to see how this is going to work out with champions like
The fifth one's actually really big.
Aurelion Sol, because remember Aurelion Sol for a long time would go over and just clear a couple of things with his stars. I'm very interested to see how players are going to take that on, if they're going to do.
It shouldn't really matter for mid laners. I mean, at the end of the day, if you were going to take all 3 before, you're basically going to take the same amount as you would have before now. It's
Yeah.
quite big for junglers. So, for example, Alpha Strike only bounces to 4 targets. Alright? There's now
Yeah.
a 5th chicken, so you won't full clear it. Like, it's also Kindred, for example, favorite champion, Dance of Arrows, only hits 3, so now you're getting slapped by 2, so you have to sort of try and manage it to clear them all. It's fine for, you know, Zac, Sejuani, Kha'Zix, champions that already had the AoE. Kha'Zix actually does really good in the current jungle, even though there's you know, generally more creeps,
Yeah,
because he has the perfect mixture. Basically what you need right now is you need good mixture of single target and AoE. So it's like Kha'Zix, he's golden, you know. If you just have a load of AoE in your tank, you see your Sejuani.
is he the secret assassin
doing
in the
fine.
assassin patch?
I haven't played it yet, but he takes Drake so fast with the I thought everyone would be evolving ERQ. That's how I thought it was going to go down. But if you evolve Q first, even though it doesn't actually give any more damage, if you drop the claws on someone who's isolated, you get 60% of the cooldown back, and you
Yeah.
just mince Dragon. Like, it's absolutely disgusting. People were saying maybe there's a chance he could be able to solo Baron with a certain build. But I want to
Enough
see if
Earth
that's
Drakes
true.
under his belt.
Yeah, it's three Earth Drakes. Well, I think anyone can start a Baron with 3 Earth Drakes. But
Yeah. Well, it's a Cloud Drake. It's the first Drake we've got in this game. So
squishiest Drake.
the squishiest Drake, and actually, I'm all for Cloud Drake. I actually really like it.
I live for move speed, dude.
It allows this team to roam, especially one who are going to want to look to use these roams so effectively.
Both teams.
With yes, but with the fact that they've obviously got Kozura being able to split push out of the lane, but with his maiden, it means he can shove his maiden down, roam down to the next lane. I don't know if the maiden goes into combat with minions. I don't know if that will cancel the Cloud Drake. I assume it would because it puts him in combat technically. So I don't know actually how that would work.
What if the ghouls hit something? Does it take them out?
Because that's a good.
Don't think it does.
I'm gonna have to, once practice mode comes in, I'm gonna have to find this out.
Yeah, boy. Is that? Oh, that'll be in with the new clients. That's in the new season. But it's also worth noting Sam Seaborn, because he has the Mantra Inspire, and I'm starting up and calling everything Inspire, but the shield is Inspire. Okay, and the flame is the key. I was right.
Yeah.
So because he has the Mantra Inspire, which is the shield, they can just, if he has the 45% cooldown reduction, or at least 40, I don't think he's actually running the 5th percentage. Oh, no, he is. No, he's running that 5%. So when he has that 45% cooldown reduction, you can just mash Mantra Inspire, and you put that with the Cloud Drakes. You can just run from the bottom side to the top side of the map in about 10 seconds. It's pretty lit. I should point out we've been in this pause so long that Yaboy heard us talking about his name and has now managed to mention it in the chat. And he's got
Here's the reconnect! I'm gonna disconnect so soon. I can feel it.
Alright, Froggen.
It looks like we're ready to go.
Jensen, get the DDoS boys.
Stop mocking my name, fam. Brilliant.
Yeah, boy.
Just chopping it subtly at this point.
Game's
gonna unpause, and my internet's gonna drop in 3, 2, 1. We're back in as Ultralix. Goes to his clear.
Pause was longer than the game.
Oh, man, these are the worst when you get this. This is also this is one of the good things about Tristana, is she has the ability to push the waves away from her, so she doesn't get completely trapped under tower.
No, she gets clapped under tower. Like, it's hard to get to the under tower position, which is what I think you're trying to say. But once you're there, it is bad times.
And Kozura, Kozura did a really bad job of freezing the lane and has pushed a lane into Ultimate Cloud. Ultimate Cloud actually managed to pick himself up quite a few minions. It does allow Kozura to back though, with 21 CS. So his gold lead is 400. He's gone and spent it, and he's bought himself a longsword and a ruby crystal.
Yeah, right, that's pretty grim.
And a control wood.
Oh god, no, that's pretty grim. So Ultimate Cloud manages to go catch the whole wave because Kozura pushed it. He doesn't even have to use teleport, and then Kozura just absolutely completely wastes his teleport to go and get the wave. Now he was gonna miss like 2 CS, and he chooses to use teleport instead. It's like,
that's someone who's not practiced with using their teleport here. But 1 in a zillion forces his flash. Ultralix came in for the gank with the elastic slingshot. Doesn't connect, but that does leave 1 in a zillion open for future ganks, and Zach very effective at doing so. Looks like we're gonna have ourselves a brawl here in the top lane. Ultimate Cloud heroic charges forward, slams the hammer down. Does a good job trading against Kozura.
And see, that's all Ultimate has to do is, as long as there's no ghouls around to mess him up, he's just got a better rotation. And yeah, he actually has, you see that he actually has the level advantage. He's got more base damage as well. But just basically the way you got to think of it is he has E and both instances of Q. So that's pretty much like, and if E hits the wall, the heroic charge hits the wall, it's more damage. So that's basically 4 instances of damage, right? And this is pretty good. Yeah. Meanwhile, Kozura has like no tank stats.
Well,
not yet.
He's also got he's got a shield with his passive as well.
He's got the passive shield, yeah.
And
he's got, so he's got.
I don't know if it's me breaking up or you breaking up. What a game!
Oh, you're sounding clear to me. But I don't know what that means. But so, Ultima has the buffer.
Connecting.
He's got the. Oh, hello.
Oh.
I see something here. There's no steadfast presence available. And Ultralix slingshots in, picks up the kill. And I think Hiprain is gone again. does force the flash out of Ultralix, but he is now 2-0 as we see a bit of a rumble in the mid lane. Ultimate's traded across, one Azilian will go down to the Ignite. There's a fight in the bot lane. Heliosynth and Sam Seaborn very low. Inspire will save him, but both summoners drop from Heliosynth. Flash still available for Sam Seaborn, with both exhausts being blown. But it looks like still going to be 3-0 for Team Toke. Looking pretty good for them so far. So let's start TDD, and it hits the creeps. It will help to push the lane nicely. Set them up for Heliosynth. Taifu getting a bit far forward for those creeps, but won't be punished for it. You see everyone's going to recall and go and try and reset across the map. Ultralix taking away his red buff. Smites it, takes it for itself. Does now hit level 6. So he will have the Let's Bounce available. As he gets the vision of the Cloud Drake. Does actually waste the Scryer's Bloom there, but looks like he's trying to rev up a slingshot into a 1 in a zillion. Gonna cancel it, gonna walk away. But yeah, so he's put down the ward in Drake Pit, so he does seem to be a bit scared that your boy God might try and solo it, and that's very possible. Cloud Drake does do the highest DPS of all the dragons, but it is very squishy. It has the lowest health, lowest armor. And if anyone's wondering, Mountain is the opposite. I think that's the lowest damage, but the tankiest. So, if your boy God wants, he's got this machete, it's got very buff, lots of lifesteal, lots of on hit. He can solo it, but he looks like he's going to try and get a pick here on Emma Getstone. He's very low, gonna hit her a grand total of 0 times as he tanks the command, attack and protect. He's a bit of a hustle in the top lane, gonna get Keeper's Verdict to slap Kozhra out. And the Maiden of the Mist is just gonna do her own thing there. Give him a couple CS, she slowly gets whittled down by Ultimate Cloud. Oh, here comes Kozhra, flashes in, getting the bonus damage from the Maiden of the Mist, calls the flash out from Ultimate Cloud, but the ghouls want a bit more. And here the Maiden's gonna suicide to the tower, but she got some damage off, so it's worth. Flash is traded top lane, Ultimate forced to recall, but he does have teleport available as in comes Ultralix in the mid lane. The shockwave misses. And the one Brazilian's caught out, tries to pick up the kill with the death laser there, but Emma gets stoned. We'll live through that one. 4th kill of the game for Team Toke. 3 of which are on Ultralix. Not the best person to put him on, but at least he's building Cinderhulk, because good god do I get triggered when people build runic echoes in that champion. For reasons that I explained in the loading screen, which seems so long ago now. Looks like blue buff's going to be transferred over to Emma Get Stoned. Double that with the fact that her Ignite is almost up. You're going to see maybe a bit of an interesting time in the mid lane soon. There's lots of bullying going on the bot lane. Fatifu so far away from turret. Does manage to pick up one CS. And this is what we're talking about. The sort of struggle that Tristana has is because of the passive on the E. You get the sort of shrapnel effect that knocks all the creeps down, so they just get obliterated by the turret because the passive messes with your last hitting so much. Top that with the fact that he's against an Ezreal who has so much range with the Mystic Shot. Just keep him off these creep waves to his heart's content. We do see a 20 CS lead for Heliosynth. However, although he's got a 20 CS lead, he actually has identical combat stats as in comes Ultralix, but the boy God is here for the counting act. Ultralix is very low, doesn't have Let's Bounce available, but does have the cellular division, and it looks like that's the only thing that will be going down here. Oh no, your boy God goes for the Alpha Strike onto the blobs, but Ultralix is back up, gets the knock up, no flash available for Ultimate, tries to go for the Keeper's Verdict, it's not gonna hit. Double kill for Kozhra, but it's still a fight in the bot lane. Sam Seaborn forced to flash out, will go down to the Buster Shot, first kill of the game for insane counter. Yeah, do manage to take one back, and they blow Heliosynth's heal and Seaborn's flash for good measure. Looks like Kozhra will take that first turret of the game, with a little help from his friends in the form of the ghouls. Maybe he'll be gonna go and buy after that one. It's a terrible attempt at turning that one into a Beatles song, but hey, we do see a fight in the mid lane. Wow, expecting that one. Command Shockwave destroying one Nazillion. Ignite not even used. It's a second kill for Emma gets stoned. Looks like he's not going to go recall, just going to push in this wave, really try and deny as much CS as possible. He already has the 11 CS lead. Looking to try and improve on that. See a lot of vision for the blue side around this Cloud Drake. See 3 control wards to the 1 of Insane Counter. Maybe they'll look to try and do something on the dragon. I should point out there are no wards in the pit. And I don't believe there are any Scryer's Blooms nearby either. Although that... I think that's a Blast Cone behind the Cloud Drake on the blue side. I'm not 100%. In any case, Ultralix is looking to try and pull off some sort of lane gank in the bottom lane, but it will turn into a counter gank as in comes your boy God. They don't know that Ultralix is here, and in comes bounces in. Let's bounce. Fatigue's solo will manage to jump out. But here's your boy. He's in the 1v3, gets exhausted, try and run out. Helios flashes in, drops the Mystic Shot. Does not have the True Shot Barrage, throws out the auto attack, it's just not enough. The damage reduction from your boy God and the healing's really going to save him here. It does that, but no one. Oh, Faithful actually died. I think he might have been sniped by the True Shot. I was going to say no one dies here, but just seeing he's respawning, I guess he must have died to a True Shot Barrage. I don't really know what happened there. But it looks like they're going to try and turn this one into a Cloud Drake for Team Toke, who are now a pretty healthy 5.5k gold up. With 1 tower down, probably got more to come in the future. Bit of an interesting queue there from Ultimate Cloud. But your boy God, he's not been disheartened by his last couple of games. He's coming in top lane again. Ultimate Cloud very low. Going to Keeper's Verdict Kojira out. So probably not the most successful of ganks, but at the end of the day, Ultimate Cloud lives as well. 0 for 0, not exactly a bad thing. So he's going to pick up what CS he can top lane. It's worth noting he doesn't even have the Bammy Cinder. Cinderhawk's such a good item. Oh, here we see the Shockwave absolutely bursted out the attack. Dissonance. Zillion tries to trade, or one of the Zillion tries to trade a bit of damage back. It's just not enough, and looks like this mid turret will soon be going down as well. Your boy God here to clear what creeps he can, but actually we see Ultimate Cloud gonna use his teleport to come in and protect the turret. That's fine. Turret's not gonna go down today. Oh, wait, not gonna go down yet. It probably will go down at some point during the day. Highly doubt that it's gonna go down tomorrow. Unless this game goes on for a really long time. Which it might with the way these pauses have been going, but it looks like Ultralix not going to try and go for that gank bot lane. After all, gonna go take his Krugs. Krugs is a bit of an investment to do in this patch. It takes so long to kill him, you got this whole Matryoshka doll thing going on. But worth a lot of experience. Of course, Ivan doesn't have this problem, because he doesn't kill them. But he does actually miss out on the XP from the little ones. So he actually gets less XP from anyone else, but it takes him almost no time to clear them. You see, Hiprain just gonna walk in, bop the turret and flash out from the Death Laser or Lifeform Disintegration Ray. Second turret in favor of Team Toke, 2-0. But Samsey will quite a bit out here by the pillar. This exhaust. Oh, you do not want to be jumping in Battlefield because here's Ultralix with the slingshot. So that's not enough. He flashes in under the turret, uses the unstable matter, picks up the kill, doesn't go down, doesn't even have to use his passive. Didn't use the elastic slingshot during the Let's Bounce, if you didn't know you could do that. But you can. Looks like Hiprain should be back soon. I tell you now, I'm getting into this play-by-play thing. It's better than last time I tried it. And is that him? Is the boy wonder back again?
Maybe? Oh god. I had an engineer around today and he seems to have broken my internet.
Yeah, he's doing a good job here.
Yeah, he's done a really, really good job.
Yeah, you missed
what I can give you, I did connect briefly to see the Ultimate Cloud's been feeding pretty heavily. 0-3. I'm back in the game now.
Yeah, I heard
Expect me to disconnect.
I heard one distorted line and then you were gone.
I was like, I think that was me going, am I back? No.
Probably.
So Kojira got himself a massive lead in his top lane. Actually completely unexpected, but looks like we might get ourselves a gank here from Yabo God. Ultimate Cloud is coming in. Does slam the hammer down. Can he pop him up? The Maiden's been popped, but it's not going to be there in time. Kojira is going to get dropped by Yaboy.
Yeah, boy! They pick up the kill. No summon is burned for them. So no, that's probably the first time they've gone top and both walked away with their summoners.
That was good.
It's pretty
So
good
this is a point where you're going to see Ultimate Cloud kind of scaling up at this point. He's got himself the Iceborne Gauntlet. He needs to just get into that point where he's going to be unkillable with these dives. He hasn't got any additional health though. That's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, that's what I was saying you missed out. He doesn't have he doesn't even have Bammy Cinder and Sunfire Cape, something you really want on Poppy. You don't so much have to build armor and magic resist because you get so much free from the Steadfast Presence, and although of course the more armor and magic resist you build, the more you get from the W. You need health to go with that, right?
Yeah, you do, but Ultimate Cloud getting 3-man gamped. Here comes the Elastic Slingshot, but good Steadfast Presence. That's the Shockwave down. They are going to have to command Distortion forward. Let's bounce get popped, and there's the Kojira with kill number 3.
So many slows there in top lane. I almost thought he was out. I was like, what the hell?
No,
Oh, that's so sad. Your boy got smiting away the blue buff.
that was Helios in almost managed to get himself a blue buff, which is quite big. Looks like Kojira, with this push presence he's getting, and 1 in a zillion, has to pop the ghost. Look at the damage he puts down. Clearly not very comfortable on not zillion.
He does have the Negatron cloak, but it's just really not doing enough for him right now. Also, I've been told we need more French accents. So if you want to get real racist with it real quick, then oh
god,
I'm down.
I'll try.
I'm down.
Next fight, if I'm not breaking up with it, disconnects and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I haven't got the Twitch chat open, so I can't see. Yaboy God taking chunks of his health bar. Emma got stoned. Is so far ahead. Look at Ultralix in that bush, looking for potential gank. Ultimate Cloud, also a possible gank, but Fatty Foo comes forward. Emma gets stoned, gets 1 kill, 1v3, does get taken out, and Sam Burn is left. But there's the interrupt coming through from Ultralix, popping him up, and it looks now like Kojira is going to go in for a fight. The Maiden is thrown down, and he gets bopped out.
Bit hectic that one, but Fatty Foo, again something you missed. He's had this interesting habit. And remember, you can't spell.
Flash! Hammer's gonna come through, but it looks like Ultralix is gonna run a little bit low. Yeah, boy, can you do it? That's the question. Yeah, boy, he can. And there is 1 in a zillion. A little bit late to that party.
A lot of damage actually from Kojiro on the hammer drop, or speed drop as it was.
He's got 2 boots.
That
I'm
Triforce.
fully aware of that fact.
Nice. Alright, well, he's got time to realise. He's not going to realise, trust me. But he's got time to do it. But yeah, so Fatty Foo's been making some interesting rocket jumps, and you can't spell interesting without int. Because every time he just sort of seems to jump in, not even like max range, like jumping for the damage and then just dying, and you go, like there, he just jumps in and then gets deleted by the shockwave. Also, none of that was in a French accent.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to concentrate on I'm so behind on what's happened in this game. I'm just like, wait, what's going on?
Let me share how true. As we see Fatty Foo comes into the bottom lane, you can maybe pick up some of the CS using his A ability.
Well, Kojira is pretty much just 1 top lane. I say pretty much has convincingly 1 top lane. Emma Stone's found herself a control ward. It looks like Emma Stone gonna actually take no damage. I got a little bit excited over nothing there.
No, nice dodge there. Does dodges out the W from 1 in a zillion. 1 in a zillion actually.
1 in a zillion actually hits.
He actually maxed his Q, and that was how much damage it did. Oh, we see the new redemption item on Sam C.
Oh, Fatty Foo!
Oh,
running extremely low. What a! Oh! Almost got him with the true shot barrage, but Fatty Foo has his dancing shoes on tonight. Kojiro did pick up 2 boots at one point, but he has dropped that now.
His feet. Well, you got 2 feet, right?
Oh, if League of Legends weren't like that, but Heliosynth looks like he get himself caught out. Chef is there. He's gonna put the field down. It looks like Heliosynth is gonna get dropped. A little bit too deep there. Kozura has now found Ultimate Cloud. Let's see if they can get the fight. Good little charge. Ultimate Cloud just doesn't want to fight him anymore. He's going to knock him away. Take what he can.
How?
It's probably the best thing he can do. Just
That's pretty much all he's got.
Kozura away. Kozura doesn't stick for because.
Oh. Yeah, he's out, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! So something, please Twitch chat if you know what's going on. How does the heroic charge interact with the what's it called, like Wall of Souls or some shit? Like, so a Dark Procession. I was really close on the Yorick W. Oh, no, he's still gone. All right. But I'd be interested to see how that one works out. So we're still seeing this, 7k lead here, 4 turrets, 2 dragons. I actually didn't see the second Drake. It's a pretty significant lead for Team Toke. So we're kind of hoping that if they just sort of group in the mid lane or in any lane really, and just go for the team fight, they're probably gonna win it, right? They're really ahead. It was an Infernal Drake they picked up. Sorry that I missed that one. It was an Infernal Drake though. And Emma gets stoned. Ultralix and Kozura are all just so ahead. Heliosynth, if we check his Mana Moon, it's 516, so it's not as stacked as it could be. Like a very good stacking rate, it could be finished at about 22 minutes if you're just permanently spamming spells and abilities. So he looks like he should be getting it at maybe less than half an hour in, as Chief Antifates goes the way of the Hiprain and disconnects from the game. But we're not going to see a pause yet. Yes, we are. 14:43 on the clock. We're back to this. What says 1 Nazarian? I know how you feel. This is going so well, Kappa. Hey, man. It's like I can only do so much. But as we see, I was actually just saying, team does need to group. And look, we see 4 people bot lane pick up a turret. It's like, hey, guys, if you're ahead, just group. Even if you're behind, just group. It's like, if you're like a couple K behind, and you just go, hey guys, let's just go 5 of us, run it down mid. If you just force 5 people, like, you'll be versus like 2 versus 3, you'll just get a turret. You'll get kills and you'll get a turret. Unless you're against someone with like ridiculous wave clear. But as long as you just go for, it's the same with Engage. That's why Zac is so good in solo queue, but you never really see him in competitive. Except for when Blank pulled him out. And you see him a little bit of Worlds because his numbers are a bit too high. But it's not so much the fact that his numbers are high that make him strong, it's just the Elastic Slingshot is such a good engage tool. And again, in high level competitive play, you can organize around it, you can get the vision you need, you can cancel it with all sorts of abilities, for example, Steadfast Presence. But in solo queue, there's no coordination. You just throw a Zac into the middle of the team, even if he's behind, we will get back into the game. But even if the Zac's behind, or he's running something stupid like Thunderlord's Degree, goddamn, he'll still manage to just throw such a spanner in the works. The other team gets so confused, they're all flying everywhere from Let's Bounce. Speaking of flying everywhere, he slingshots in. As 1 Nazilian flashes out. This Kozura is in a bit of a precarious situation top lane. It looks like he wants to just walk away from this one. We'll get knocked up by the Keeper's Verdict, we'll get slowed by the Iceborne Gauntlet. But he's too tanky and just walks away. As here comes Sam Seaborn looking to get the roots on the Chief Antifates. Actually misses the Inner Flame, but Antifates flashes out. The Arcane Shift in. There's the Slingshot, there's the Let's Bounce, there's the damage, there's the kill. Flashes onto Ultimate Cloud, but he's too tanky. Heroic Charge a minion, nice play to get out. But Ultralix once more, Slingshot in, hits your boy and Ultima. It looks like he's trying to follow up some damage, and there's a huge death rate, but it's not enough as the Shockwave takes him down. 3 kills, 4 for none in favor of of Toke Esports. Team Toke, and Fasifu is not there. He's just chilling bot lane. Looks like they're going to start knocking on the Nexus turrets. There will be respawns coming through soon, but still 20 seconds. It's a lot of wave clear for Fasifu, but it looks like they should be able to take down this second Nexus turret. It is a 6v2, as they do have the Maiden of the Mist. Thank you, flashing after Emma gets stoned, and he gets trapped. He doesn't have the damage. Here comes the redemption, just get a nice AoE heal. Ooh, what an item. It looks like the spawn's coming through. This could be a bit of an overstay from Team Toke. One Nazillion trying to chase down Kojira. He does get stunned up by Ultimate Cloud. He's in the 1v3. Maiden's trying to help him out, but he will go down. As well, Emma gets stoned. But they do trade back with a kill onto Yaboy God. The end's not going to come through yet, but that is now both Nexus turrets down. Maybe a potential backdoor from Kojira with his ghouls and the Maiden. Looks like the Keeper's Verdict will send Ultralix away, but it doesn't matter, the turret only needed one hit. Heliosynth does get stunned. Ultralix, too impatient, will not wait for the Steadfast Presence, will get knocked up. Ooh, nice use of the Blast Cone. Launching Heliosynth to safety, and launching the Cloud away. So let me I just need to explain to Hiprain what's going on. Just let him know the just is exposed. So we do see another Dragon game, the second Infernal, third in total for Toke Esports. Oh, sorry, Team Toke. They called Toke Esports? Maybe. Maybe I'm just getting confused with Surrey Esports, but that's us. Whoa, who's going to Royal Holloway? Dude, one of my best mates at Royal Holloway. He's actually trying to convince me to go there just today. But they do not offer the course I am looking to study. Royal Holloway, lol. I'll tell him you said that. In any case, looks like Kojiro is going to be pushing down this bottom lane, looking to maybe pick up a second inhibitor for his team. So we just got to wait for everyone to group in the mid lane. 3 people there right now. Ultralix is not there, but if a fight does break out, Slingshot's pretty much a range of half the map, which is how far away he is. So he should be alright. But in any case, he's here now, 5-0-9, and he doesn't plan on dying yet. I wonder how much cooldown reduction does he have? So running that, personally on Zac I like to run the 30% scaling CDR, and then you just sell the cooldown boost late game. But right now he's on 25. Keeper's Verdict just to try and save the turret for a bit longer, but by this point you're prolonging the inevitable. You can kill the creeps, but you can't kill Toke's Spirit. Interesting ghost from one Nazillion. He's going to assert his dominance there as he throws out a couple of abilities. None of them going to hit, but maybe he's just lulling them into a false sense of security as Team Toke say, hey, I'm not going to deal with that one. Let's go take the Baron. Kingswood, what year are you in at Holloway? Or whoever's at Holloway, what year are you in? And what are you studying? Just in case you can flame my name. Yeah, Hiprain MVP caster? Yeah, man. Oh wait, that was actually Hiprain who said that. Fucking classic. Hiprain is best girl. Emma gets stoned, gonna scare her away. 3 people, as they do take the Baron away. I pay more attention on the game than the Twitch chat. Trying to create an immersive experience. Also, because I don't have Hiprain to talk to, I have to pretend that I'm talking to someone. Because right now I'm just talking to myself. We're just talking at people, but hey, the turret should go down. Ultralix just gonna stand there, base tank for his team. They don't have the minions, so the turret is tanky, but it will go down. It was a 5v1 situation for the turret. There are gonna be super minions knocking on the Nexus. Someone has to go clear those, as the second inhibitor will now fall, and looks like we could see the final fight, and probably the end of the game. And here comes the engage from Ultralix right onto Fazifu. Flash on Kojira. Antiface is trying to take down Elias, so we do see the redemption. Huge mega death laser ray thingamajigs. Double kill for Ultralix. This is why I don't play by play. That is 4 for 1. One Nazillion will get out alive, so 4 for none as the game goes to Team Toke. Someone first year say? Dear, victory for Team Toke. Hopefully Hiprain will be back to discuss MVP. Don't know if he will be. But someone 7856, I don't suppose there's any chance in the world you know Francis Forsey. Almost definitely you don't. But there's a slim chance. In any case, Looks like the game will be over. So pretty nice, nice and clean game there from Toke. They only had the 7 deaths. Actually very few mistakes. Is that the boy Hiprain back here?
That is me back. I literally missed the entire game.
Asleep for the action, awake for the money. Just discussing the post game.
Yeah, I was kind of watching the Twitch chat so I could keep up with what had happened, but it just looked like a straight up stomp, really. You're gonna have to give me the MVP because I only saw about 5 minutes of actual game there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say MVP. Oh, I'll get to that in a bit, but let's just discuss it real quick. Real nice from Ultralux. Really got the ball rolling top lane. Some really good engages onto Fatty Food. Now, granted, Fatty Food was not in the best position. He wasn't exactly ahead, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? Some solid engages. Again, really well played from the bottom lane, and it was 2-1-11 for Heliosynth, but yeah, he did the damage. That's all he has to do.
He let the characters let the players come up with the biggest plays they could there. It's hard for me to break down a game I didn't see, unfortunately.
Yeah,
from what I could see, though, Ultralix did what he needed to do and what we said he was going to do. Just go top, camp top, and put Ultima Clouds as far behind as he possibly could.
No, I want to say the MVP would be Emma Stone because she was just straight up deleting 1 Nazillion.
Yeah, 1 Nazillion. Not comfortable on that Vel'Koz.
Yeah, straight deleting everyone in this fight, even though she had 2 deaths, which is quite high for the general team. But for quite high compared to the rest of the team, the highest gold in the game at 13.2k. And if we bring up a damage chart, which you guys can't see damage dealt to champions. Yep, 18,000. Which actually is not a lot, but it was quite a quick game. 18,000 for wherever I said Emma gets stoned. That's the one. Most in the game. I'm giving her the MVP. But that seems to be about it. So we're gonna go take a short break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes to show you guys BTDreams versus Sweet Rhyhorn. And I think Hiprain may well be gone again. See you guys in a few.
turn off the lights one by one, and they're fading into black. We're never coming back. I guess this time it's really done. Don't look back, the fire's catching, so don't look back. It's in the past now. Don't look back, the fire's catching, and all that's left to do is watch. I can't hear a thing but your voice echoing. It plays again and again, telling me to run from everything you've done until we reach the side. We're on, we're on, we're on until the sun. We're on, we're on, we're on until the sun. We're on, we're on, we're on until the sun. We're on, we're on, we're on. You said that it's hard to trust, and yeah, you turned that gold to dust. We turned our back, we're making a move, and now the tide rolls out, but you dive in, though you know that I can swim. Guess that gives me something to prove. Strong as hope, we fight off our demons and never let them back into our jaded minds. So hurry now, the fire is catching, and all that's left to do is watch. Don't look back, the fire's catching, so don't look back. It's in the past now. Don't look back, the fire's catching, and all that's left to do is watch. I can't hear a thing but your voice echoing. It plays again and again, telling me to run from everything you've done until we reach the side. We're on, we're on, we're on until the sun. We're on, we're on, we're on until the sun. We're on, we're on, we're on until the sun. We're on, we're on, we're on. All we know is crumbling right now. The king is dead, so now who wears his crown? We can make him now, we're on our own. We can find out, we can find out, we can find out things that go. I can't hear a thing but your voice echoing. It plays again and again, telling me to run from everything you've done.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again, and by we, I mean it's just me, Harry Docda Evans. Follow me on Twitter at DOC__DA. Shameless plug. We're already into the game. Perfect. You got BTDreams on the blue side, sweet Rhyhorn on the red. Freddy Krueger, Pun Life, Akelty, Rashak, and Ace Ben 234 for BTDreams. Then top lane, Dick Marshall, jungle, Ludes, mid lane, Atsuko XD, and then Fax and Jerlin, or X-Jerlin for sweet Rhyhorn. So we're going to see the first ban, Syndra, come out. This bloody stupid champion, Syndra is my trigger. It doesn't look like Atsuko XD plays for champion, so you can't see times. You kind of want to do a bit of research, but goddamn, who hates? You know, who likes Syndra? You know, champion gets to me on a personal level. Looks like it's going to be taken away, as will Jace. Yeah, again, another champion, very strong, very lane dominant champions. We see Katarina and Riven banned away by sweet Rhyhorn. Katarina having just been reworked, obviously. In the Assassin update. Very interesting now, especially the way the Shumpo works, but we're not going to be seeing it today. And the Riven ban, that would be because Freddy Krueger has 262.8 thousand mastery on the champion. So it's the kind of thing you want to ban away. Finally, Alistair and Zac bans. I haven't actually seen the new Alistair. I understand he got reworked, now has like a stun auto attack on his E or something, but that is like on a charge system. Not 100% how he works, but I don't particularly care because he is banned out. And guess what? I've got the same bug I had last time. Woo! So I can't see the runes and mastery. Sorry, I can't see the champions and summoner spells, but I can watch the stream. So I'll tell you what I think about them 30 seconds after they've happened. And I'm being informed by Abby the streamer. Thank you, Abby. We got a Karma on the blue side first pick with Alawi for the red team. Very nice. Okay, Alawi. Real strong. Actually, Xintao as well. Probably going to go in the jungle. Alawi, very lane dominant champion. Really good in some match, really bad in some others. Loses out hard to all sorts of ranged harass. Really good, especially if you max the tentacles. You can put them. We got the fucking Teemo pick, guys. I can't see shit, but if we got the Teemo pick, I'm ready, dude. I'm prepared. Teemo does so well against Alawi. Absolutely just claps it. I was about to say this is one of the matchups that's so bad for Alawi if you're against ranged harass, and that's basically all Teemo does. Plus, if he blinds her, he doesn't take the percentage health damage that the W has. The test of fate, allowing the little leap smack thingamajig. And then we see Rengar and Orianna. I'm not 100% on which team the Rengar's on, but it's an Orianna. Okay, Rengar on the blue side, Orianna on the red. Very nice, very nice. Let's say again, another Orianna. That's good, because I have to talk about that one, because we went over that all last night, or we don't know what we're picking either. Nice one, Pun Life. And we do see Ezreal being picked up as well. Not really a very cohesive team comp, I want to say. For sweet Rhyhorn, sorry. There's a bit of poke, a bit of engage, a bit of team fight, but it's actually not so much engage really, but just poke and fight. But yeah, there's not too much going on. I don't really like it, but then again, the same can be said for BTD. There's not, there's not really much going on. It's not like a huge wombo comp. It's looking very AP heavy right now. Except for obviously the Jhin and the Rengar. We'll have to see if those get locked in. Looks like Jhin gets locked in. I'm going to see a Vayne. Vayne on the booster. Oh, okay. So, God, that's an interesting one. So I'm thinking Jhin mid, Karma support, Teemo top, Rengar jungle, Vayne ADC, and then we see the Thresh kind of for the red team. So it's good now they have a bit of engage. So you throw. I was starting to like this a bit more for Rhydon. So you get the hook onto someone, you slap the ball onto either Lutz or Marshall. They throw themselves in 1v9, get the shockwave. Preferably don't, do the crescent strike to knock everyone out of the, I don't know, test of fate, whatever the Alawi ult's called. I don't really want to be knocking people out of that. You want to keep them in that one. That's basically how you play around it. If Alawi ults just run away, it's an area thing. You can't move the tentacles. But in any case, so yeah, I guess to probably talk about the blue team. Probably gonna want to talk about BT, as they were BTD. Vayne, she's not great right now. She did get those buffs a while back. She's really good with the Shiv Triforce thing. Rengar, from what I've heard, is absolutely busted. But I wouldn't know, because I haven't actually seen it in action yet. Does have the sort of the grey health like Tarkanish now. We'll see if that can be put to good use. But we don't actually see a tank for BTD. They got 2 ADCs, and then Teemo is his secondary as marksman. So it's not looking great for them. They do have the Karma shields. If she stacks AP, that's pretty much health, right? And Rengar can get deceptionally tanky with the empowered Raw. It's always nice. Meanwhile, for Rhydon, I was just trying to think. Yeah, so they have this kind of wombo thing going on, but they don't actually have time to start it. If that makes sense to you, they've got Alawi great in a wombo. Since how he can deliver the ball, but that's all he does. He doesn't actually. It's not like having a Leona or an Amumu who throw themselves in and then do something, because all he does is throw himself in. He's just a body. He doesn't really have crowd control for anyone. He can also be blinded by the Teemo. Teemo blind really does mess with him a little bit. And I have just noticed the order of the picks. So it looks like Vayne top versus Alawi. I think I still prefer. It's an okay matchup. Vayne does still do good in it as long as she can use Tumble to dodge the slams and the harsh lesson. I believe the technical was called. As long as you dodge the grab, you are a-okay. It's literally, Alawi is ridiculously binary. If you treat it like a blitzcrank, you're playing against Alawi, just imagine it's a blitzcrank. If the hook hits you, you die. If it doesn't, you live. All it is. All it is. And it's will be a Teemo mid lane, which I'm not too fond of, but it is a short lane, meaning he can get out, but he doesn't also. He wants to be kiting, so he won't. He has a better time of it in ganks, but he can't kite out. If that he doesn't, he needs the long lane to sort of try and punish his opponents. Alawi is looking at Alawi's still good. She probably gets clamped by the Vayne, but there's a high chance with a couple of ganks can really try and get these kills in the top lane. And yeah, Faker plays in his house, so it has to be good, right? And the bottom lane, Ezreal Thresh, actually a very strong level 2. Like I said earlier, the base damage on the Ezreal Thresh has that level 2 power spike, a lot of engage. Really just a sort of bullying, harassing lane there for BTD with the Jhin Karma. It's a lot of early damage, but that's pretty much it. They don't really have too much kill pressure, other than the fact that they just do damage. So as long as Rhydon's, I know it sounds weird, but as long as Rhydon's bot lane, I'm playing around that. As long as they go, hey, look guys, if we let them slap us about, they're going to. But all you have to do is just sort of respect the fact they have damage, and then they can't do anything but zone you off CS. It's not like, for example, playing versus, I'm not vocalizing this well, but it's not like playing against a Thresh who has the constant threat of the hook that can actually kill you. Because they only really have damage. So I think it should be favored It should be favored for BTD. They do have the slightly more dominant lane. However, Rashak was gold last season, and Aceben was plat. Well, whereas both members of Rhydon were plat last season, so they do have the slight elo advantage. Won't play too much into it in this game, as we do see Ludes and Jarian on Xinhao and Thresh respectively have pulled out the Courage of the Colossus new keystone, which I was explaining why that's so spicy earlier. Is it good on Xinhao? Maybe. Fervor would still be okay on Xin. I don't play much Xin, and Fervor's not great, so maybe Courage of the Colossus is just so broken and Fervor's so bad that it's actually worth taking on Xin. I think Warlords would be understandable. Even Storm Raider Surge would be pretty understandable, but hey, Courage of the Colossus, he wants to do it. Well, he has to, if he launches himself into 5 people, he just has to hit the 1 with the Crescent Sweep, which is the hard CC he has. Thunderlords on Alawi, that's very aggressive. So I'll try to get it into more detail in a minute. We do see Fervor still picked up for Ezreal, and Warlords picked up for Vayne, so just going to try and get the try and get a bit of sustain lane. But basically the way it goes with Alawi is you have 3 options when it comes to keystones. You're going to want either Grasp of the Undying if you're sort of in either a lane that you can't really bully that hard and you want a bit of sustain. Basically this lane you take Grasp of the Undying. If you want really good team fighting, you take Storm Raider's Surge, because once you drop the the huge tentacle slam with the ult, that's definitely going to chunk enough people to proc it, and it lets you reposition, because a lot of Alawi's moves make her stand still, and you can make up for that lack of movement by taking Storm Raider's Surge. You'll also see Storm Raider's Surge run on a lot of Cho'Gath, for example, and people used to run it on Ryze, the older versions of Ryze, versions being plural, for the same reasons, because you'd stand still a lot, and you can make up for that by moving to your next spot faster, helps you reposition. So you might want it on Alawi, some people do. But the final one is some people, actually myself included, really like Deathfire Touch on Alawi. I'm probably talking a bit too much about masteries for Alawi. It's not even running. Deathfire Touch, it's pretty nice for an Alawi, who will put down the ward at the red buff. So good to note, or important to note, that because Marshall was chilling at the red buff for so long, scared of the invade, he wasn't in lane, which means he doesn't have any tentacles available to him. He hasn't set up the lane beforehand, which is actually very important for Alawi. A lot of her powers in the tentacles, you need to make sure they're there and good to go. It's one of the ways you play against her. Just clear the tentacles ASAP. That's why another reason why ranged champions do so well versus her, is because they can clear them out. So you see a bit of a hustle in the bot lane. Jarian not actually managing to get off in the auto attack. Feels bad, man. A bit of a trade in the mid lane. Not exactly high intensity, but as soon as he will go down to half health. Yeah, DFT Alawi is hot. See, Lively, he knows what's up, or they know what's up. I assume their general shouldn't do that in 2016. So we see a bit of a hustle in the mid lane here, bot lane even. Everyone actually going very low, but no summoners burnt quite just yet. Oh, Acuity in the fight in the mid lane. So puts up the protect. Acuity going very low, does have Exhaust available. Will he's far too late. Does go down to the final Clockwork wind up auto attack as Sutso will get out alive. First blood to Team Rhydon. Alrighty. Teammate doesn't have range to lane versus Zarya. No, I agree with that, actually. That's one of the sort of problems with Teemo versus these mages. He's very good versus Ace, but not so much versus the ranged champions. Like you said, he has a sort of a lack of range and a wave clear as well. He will get a bit of wave clear once he hits 6 if he chooses to use his shrooms for that, though. Oh, do you see the hook onto Aceban from Jarian under the turret? Won't pull aggro. Not much damage available. So, again, just going to put down a bit of a slapping. And away he goes. Bounce, not going to get the 4th bounce onto Jarian. Would have been very nice. Not happening today. As we look to the scoreboard, we see it's only a 100 gold lead in favor of Rhyhorn, and this is, oh hello, we see a bit of trade. Yes, he hits both with the slam, and again the tentacle hits both. Very good for Dip Marshall, but he is low on mana. The vessel does run out, but overall a net positive hit. But here comes Luz into the bot lane. Flash from Ace Ben, exhaust. Flash from Jerian, hooks Ace Ben, and Rashak had heal available, chose not to use it. Looks like it should be a double kill here, going over to Fax 3-0. For sweet Rhyhorn. Pretty successful game from Luz. Very early flash from Ace Ben, but it was absolutely necessary. Rashak probably should have blown the early heal as well. He chose not to. Do pay for it with both their lives, but as I was going to say before the fight happened, if you are playing versus an Alawi, you really cannot afford to let her hit both you and the vessel at the same time. You're basically giving her a free 20% damage increase because you'll be echoing the damage from the vessel. And I should note that Death Touch also procs based off of vessel damage. If the vessel gets hit, it bounces damage to you, and then you take DFT damage as well. It's one of the reasons it works. But in any case, that gold lead has gone from 100 up to 1.5k. 15 times the increase, as Fax is now caught up in the CS that he was missing in bot lane. Although Punlife does have quite a nice lead over Lu, does have a whole level ahead because he hasn't ganked yet, he's just been clearing his jungle. Although there could have been a chance, there was a chance for him to invade there, get a counter jump. Oh, this is level 6 shotwave from Atsuko. Flash from Acuity, not enough mana from Atsuko. Just asserting his dominance, but in comes Punlife, no ultimate available. Not going to be able to leap back. Atsuko will ghost. Oh, gives away the vision of herself. Force the flash out. Flash from Punlife gets knocked up. Doesn't have the ferocity. Goes for the heal. Luz does not have the mana. Will he be able to catch this one? If he gets the mana for the charge, he should be in it. There's the blind, but it's too late. Kill goes over to Luz. Very close for Atsuko. That was forced to burn her flash, but did take Punlife's flash in the meantime. We did proceed to miss his Q, which is unfortunate. Remember, folks, auto-attacking gives vision of you, so it's not preferable in those situations. Also, don't stand near the bushes when you're running away from a Rengar. But it all worked out in their favour. 4-0. Sweet Rhyhorn with a very nice split across all the carries. Marshall kind of hoping he can get a kill here, but he is 11 CS down. That's 2 waves down. See, no team particularly looking towards Dragon right now. It is Ocean Dragon, so it is pretty much objectively the worst. Kingswood, let's keep the flame on the DL. It's not a Kashawe video, man. Come on. See a lot of cappers in the chat. I've probably missed something there. Okay, so see a bit of an attempt at a freeze here from Freddy Krueger. Marshall should be trying to push into this freeze really, so he can get to reset a turret. We see Ace Ben going very aggressive onto Fax. Do all the damage he can. There's not so big of a big crit, but here's the hook onto Ace Ben. No summoners available for him. Flay hits both. Fax is far away, but he's laying down the Mystic shots onto Rashak. He does have heal available, but here comes Luz. Exhaust. He does drop the heal this time round, but Luz is there. Will go down to Jerry, and Luz drops the ult and picks up the kill. Encourages Colossus not to do much for him, but it doesn't need to. Double kill, and it looks like he's going to move towards Drake. But they also have the option of getting the first turret. It looks like he's actually going to clear out that Vision Ward and maybe go for the red buff. Now he doesn't know that Punlife isn't in the area, but he will be spotted out by the True Shot Barrage. There's probably potential for that First Blood turret to be taken by Luz, but he does choose to go for the red buff. Maybe they just want to deny a bit more CS. They know that none of their turrets... Yeah, there's no rush to take that bottom lane tower, because none of their turrets are under any pressure. So it's they should be alright. Yes, it does go very low. They should be able to get it on the next wave if they choose to. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we actually see Acuity with the 11 CS lead. No flashes mid lane, so it's pretty much a free kill for whichever jungler turns up. Zuko goes in for the trade, does get exhaust, but just gets exhaust after the shockwave goes down, so it's not enough. There's the command attack. Sure, it's gonna do a bit of damage, but not going to be enough. 2-0 and 1 for Atsuko XD. Meanwhile, Marshall still two waves down. Does miss the E, so we'll take a bit of damage for that one. Looks to see a bit of a grouping in the bottom lane. Maybe a 3v3 going to come up soon. Charian goes to clear the ward and instantly gets jumped on. Hits the hook onto Ace Ben. Gets the flash. Here comes Pun Life leaping in, but instantly getting minced by Ludes, who does have the shield from Courage of the Colossus. Low mana and low health. But everyone will run out. 8 overall. Oh, nice ult flash from Marshall. Gets hacked by the triple Freddy Krueger. Marshall chomps him, but he doesn't have enough damage. Will pick him up with the Tentacle Slam Q. Very nice Alawi play there. 9-0 for Team Sweet Rhyhorn. Guys, you were spamming hashtag BTD win in the chat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling it. Let's look at this. Look at this Marshall play again. Oh, flash. Hit by both the tentacles. It's pretty lit to say the least. Tuzi gets chunked down. It's nice. I've got an instant replay going on because I've got the stream up. I say instant, it's actually a 20-second delay replay, but hey, same thing, right? Kuzi very low, really not respecting Atsuko here, standing right on top of the ball. Atsuko should be able to pick up the kill with the QW auto attack. There it is, Thunderlords for good measure. Blows the ghost because quite understandably wants to live. But Kuzi really not respecting Atsuko. Not understanding how much damage he can put out. So Atsuko has now used those 2 kills to catch up in all the CS that he was missing. BTD might not be winning the game, but they're winning the memes. Yeah, alright, I'll take it. That's the real victory, isn't it? Also, Larkin, you said casters. You must believe you seem to think there's anyone with me. Thanks, Hiprain! I mean, he organised the whole thing, so... I guess he's doing something, but... feels bad for man. You're gonna see my glorious play-by-play. Play-by-play that last time I was asked to do was in the absolute emergency, and I said, you know what? Nothing is better than this, and never play-by-play again. And you get to witness that today as we see the engage onto Zarian. Nice hook onto Vayne in the top lane. Just missed the slam. We have to try and put down as much damage as he can onto the vessel. Freddy Krueger should be able to lifesteal that up with his Bilge Water Cutlass and his Warlord's Bloodlust. Meanwhile, Lude's taking his foot off the gas a bit. He's gonna go farm. Try and catch up in some experience. He is 30 CS down on Pun Life, but manages to actually still be the same level. He gets so much from kills and lane. Nice stun in the top lane. Nice chunk in the mid lane. Oh, shockwave coming out. Accuracy so low. Thunderlord. Atsuko tanking the tower, does get blinded, but it won't do anything. But he will actually go down to the turret hit, does not protect himself in time, and will go down. Now 4-1, but at least that Tuzi is going to miss some CS. Alright, I'm trying to read chat saying, oh, another hook onto Ace Ben. Jaren's really got his number to get him as fast as Ezen, does get exhausted, but Rashak is forced to reload. Nice dodge from Jaren. Looks like no one's gonna go down except for the turret here. And maybe Rhyhorn tried to push it after this. Yet we see the exhaust blocking the big crit. Flash out from Rashak, flash in from Fax, misses the Mystic shot. That's the auto, slaps with the E, but here's the Rengar. This is when Fax starts to worry when he sees the thing flash from Fun Life. The hook very clean, but not quick enough as the minions or aggro onto Jarian. He gets very low, does dodge out the Ebola. Does dodge out the savagery. Stay away from the bushes, my friend. Doesn't dodge out the second savagery. Fun Life is too fast. Too furious. Picks up his second kill of the game. These were some really clean hooks from Jarian, actually. Like, I haven't really mentioned it, but he is just every single time he presses Q, Ace Ben gets hit. It's kind of Ace Ben. You might want to invest in some boots, and then you can sort of dodge out every single one with the Inspire. But who needs to hit Qs when you can auto? Yeah, exactly, man. Okay, so we see Lude's looking to try and make something happen in top lane. The lane's too far pushed up and there's no hard on-demand CC available. 5 gold in the pocket of Freddy Krueger, cha-ching. But, we see a nice 4.5k. Oh, here's the engage onto Akuzi. He does get exhausted, but one shockwave is enough. A flash attack for good measure. Walks out, does walk onto a shroom, but Lude's is here. And that should be able to take down the mid lane turret if they choose. There's no more shrooms to wave clear. And Punlife is in the area, but I don't know if he can do enough in the 1v2. As Lutz and Atsuko move on to the turret, and they will take it. Second turret of the game for Sweet Rhyhorn. And let's see what they look to make from this. Fax not in the area, it's just slowly freezing out under his tower, taking what CS he can, just trying to soak it all up. Charion does get rooted up, a hook onto Punlife, who's in the 1v3. No flash available, will go down to Ludes. But speaking of flashes, there go Ludes and A-Spend. A bit deep from Ludes. Time to hit. We see the curtain call, that's one, not gonna hit. Second, perfectly body block. Ludes jumps in. Fourth shot is not. Is cancelled, and double kill for Atsuko. The hiccups Freddy Krueger with the DP does get the condemn in onto the wall, looking to get the special. Nice flash of the hook. That's one. Will he get the double? Zarian just gonna get out as Fax comes in to pick up the kill. And guns down Rashnik as well. Double kill for Fax, and it was really looking like Freddy Krueger was about to slip into a ghost suit montage. Just wasn't enough there. And I believe that the pressure of Fax forced Rashak to cancel his ultimate. Meaning that he didn't get the fourth shot off, which did confuse me a little bit. Very nice teleport from Freddy Krueger. Meanwhile, Marshall not using his TP, putting his team at a lot of risk there, but does manage to capitalize because he picks up the kill. But here's the ultimate from Punlife. Fax instantly leaps out, gets rooted by the bowler, cannot take the lantern. Friendo, if you see a Rengar again, do not run towards the bushes. Sorry about that. Run away from them. And looks like Punlife really starting to get ahead here. Does have his Moby. He's actually picked up a Black Cleaver first item. I'm fairly certain that's not a good thing. I feel like a lot of Rengars maybe go for cooldown reduction so you can ult as often as possible. You see a lot of Lucidity boots. You're going to want to pick up that Warrior enchantments. Punlife also picked up Hunter's Talisman first item I've just noticed, which is legitimately useless on Rengar. Especially after the machete buffs, so I'm not 100% what's going down here. But hey, if that's the way he wants to do it, that's fine by me. Seems to be working. He does have the most kills on his team, 50% kill participation. Lude's going to pick up some healing from the honey fruit, and maybe Rhyhorn go for this dragon here again. Only an Ocean Drake, not the best. And Freddy Krueger looks for some sort of engage. Ultimate tumble in and then disengage immediately with the condemn. My friend, that's not how you start a fight. Which is worth noting. Marshall does have his teleport available if he wants to come to these fights. Now, Alawi doesn't have the best teleport into the fight because she has to set up her tentacles first. So Alawi's it's not great. Like we saw in that fight, that last fight, Freddy Krueger teleported. The fight started. Freddy Krueger teleported in towards the end and then picked up the kill, nearly the double. And he started, the second he was there, he starts popping off. Alawi can't really do that because she has to set up her tentacles beforehand. So you want to TP down before the fight starts so you can at least set up one, maybe two. Or you have to hope that when you TP in, you can get a good ultimate off. As you see, Black Cleaver first item for Marshall as well. Also, not a fan of that one. Because so basically on Alawi, your first item is pretty much, it's Black Cleaver or Death Stance. Maybe Starix Gauge if you're not great. If you're not in a great position. The Death Stance is really good versus Squishies and versus Vayne, for example. Black Cleaver just not too useful versus Freddy Krueger on this Vayne. There's no armor to shred. There isn't actually a designated tank for BTD. Now, does that mean Black Cleaver's a bad item versus them? Well, no, but just not first item. Yeah, he's doesn't have a target. It looks like he will be going for a Frozen Heart second item. Again, I'm not really a fan of that. A lot of Alawis like the Iceborne Gauntlet, but we see the Rengar ult in the mid lane. Atsuko knows something's up. Then gunned down by Punlife, who flashes the shockwave. That's in play, but the camera is suddenly gone down to bottom lane. It does look like Atsuko got out, but here comes Luz flashing in. First hook onto A-Spend that actually misses as Luz gets exhausted and turns around. Fat's going to try and pick up a kill here. Doesn't have True Shot Barrage available, but Akuzi is gunning down Atsuko, who's out of mana and out of time, as he should go down. Oh, he flashes out. Thought he used that one earlier, but Freddy Krueger's now diving in the top lane. Marshall missing everything and forced to stand still when he casts and turns around. Why would you do that? Runs back into Freddy Krueger and to his death. And actually, as I say it, I realized that Freddy would have caught him anyway, because he would have caught him with the tumble and with the passive. But hey, it was good to see Dave Marshall try that one, miss everything. We do see the dragon eventually taken away. First strike of the game taken away for Sweet Rhyhorn. See two towers now being pressured, top and mid. Looks like BTD trying to answer those back, but they're very high health. Maybe top turret goes down. Marshall does have his teleport available. I don't know if he'll be able to make it in time. It looks like he won't, thanks to the tumble buffs. And 20 minutes in, BTD get their first turret of the game in the top lane. Also worth noting, Freddy Krueger has picked up Executioner's Calling, which is an incredibly underrated item versus Alawi. It's an incredibly underrated item anyway, but especially versus Alawi, it's just so good, dude. It's so good because you get these free Grievous Wounds, or you get nice Grievous Wounds. It stops, like, most of Alawi's power, especially in drawn out team fights, is in the healing that she gets from the tentacles. And she's not getting that, or she's getting at least half of that. It's just, it's good times if you're against us. A very smart buy from Freddy Krueger's been play. He hasn't had the best CSing. He hasn't been punishing his lane. Like, and honestly, he hasn't been punishing, like, at all. Yeah, you see, there's very even CS in the top lane, or at least up until that fight there was. And you don't expect to see that in a range versus melee matchup, as you guys were, mentioning in Twitch chat earlier, NACS Kappa. But he does seem to be playing his fights well. Saw a really good flash earlier when he teleports that fight really clean. He's playing some parts pretty well. I really don't like the Frozen Heart for Marshall. But it looks like we're going to see a bit of a cheeky 4-man invade here. Really want this red buff as Ludes goes in first, does have the pull, buff resets. So we'll walk into his loving embrace. As Ludes smites it away, just make sure he gets it. Not going to hand it over to Fax, not going to risk it. Now 4 people are moving in on Acuity, who realizes this isn't gonna go great, and he just swerves on out of that one, dropping a shroom as he goes. Just gonna go recall into the middle of the enemy jungle. Hopefully he won't get sniffed out. You see just everyone chilling in the mid lane. Maybe we'll see a Baron attempt soon, maybe not. Tentacles can— oh yeah, tentacles do count as CS, but okay, yeah, so yes, Vayne's been ahead in CS, but he should be a lot more ahead, If you're playing ranged, like if you're playing like a ranged champion versus Alawi, you just have so many options to punish it. You're playing Vayne, you should never really get hit by Alawi because you can use Tumble to dodge so much. Pun Life actually still ulted, now chooses to jump onto Ludes. But here's Marshall, hits the hook, he can go for a good ult play here, so he hits 2. But here's the Grievous Wounds we're talking about, gets very low. Slaps don't connect. Ooh, speaking of not connecting, there's the shockwave. Ooh, feels bad, man. Satsuko chunking down Acuity. There he goes down to Clockwork Wind Up. And the Thunderlords slapped. But here comes Luz, jumps in onto Krueger, gets condemned. That's not enough for him. Flashes in, gets a knockup. Flash out from Freddy Krueger in desperation and will go down. So, oh no, 3 for 1 in favor of Sweet Rhyhorn. Is that right on? 3000k 3000k Elo Shockwave, Fruit Pastor says. Yeah, it's a 3 million Elo. Yeah, why kite when you don't need to? Because kiting's pretty useful, man. We do see the both routes not going to connect there. Onto Zarian. We'll get out of this one alive. He's been doing a very good job actually. Ex-Jarian, I haven't really mentioned, well I mentioned the hook side, he's also been doing a very good job of dodging all of the deadly flourishes. Jin routes. Why kite? Well, if anyone's like being serious when you say it, it's like, why would you not kite? Like, if you— I don't know if you guys are trolling in chat when you're saying this, but basically, if you kite properly, you miss out on absolutely 0 damage. Like, if you are kiting to the best of your potential, it's like, if you're standing still, they're just gonna collapse, and if you're kiting, you can dodge, you can run, you can chase. You're basically just moving for free whilst not doing anything to damage. Now, granted, of course there are times where it's like, actually moving doesn't matter because they're not going to get out of range or whatever, but still, you know, good practice to do it anyway. It's just learn to kite, man. Personally, I've actually got it set up so my left click on my mouse, you can Google how to do this, but I got it set up so my left click is attack move click, and it's pretty lit, just spamming between left and right click to get about the place.
Never falter.
It looks like nothing much happening at the minute. 55 seconds until the Ocean Drake spawns. There is a control ward in the area, so they should be able to clear out that ward that was just placed by Pun Life on the back wall. Okay, now my voice is starting to go after all this casting, but it's a first for me actually. Freddy Krueger picking up another tentacle, another 5 gold, another day, another $1. Okay. Ah, what's the rhyme from Community? I can't remember now, but can't I live for that if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Another day, another $1, another rhyme. Something like that. But in any case, Lude's gonna clear out that ward in the Drake, but now only 6 seconds to go, and actually it's a very bad idea to sweep Rhyhorn because they are all grouping on the bottom side of the map, all grouping to take the dragon when they know the enemy is in the area of Baron. If BTD want to rush, if BTD want a chance to stay in this game, they had to have rushed around there. But then we see the old-fashioned Dick Muscle jumping in 1v3, so many tentacles coming down. Gets blinded, doesn't pick up a kill, and gets gunned down by Freddy Krueger. It's a good effort. Acuity solo dies to the hook. Whew. Jarian's on point this game. You see, they do eventually manage, so it does turn to a 1-for-1, but there was a lot of potential for BTD to rush that Baron. They could have just gone for that the seconds that they saw that Rhyhorn were committing to a Drake, they could go for it. Now you have to worry about Marshall, but we see a bit of a fight here. Jarian flashing and drops the control ward. Doesn't work like that, my friend. Another shockwave comes down, will take down Vayne. Just a 1-for-0 there. Looked like it was going to be a lot more hectic than it was. It ended up working out. Okay, see a nice hook onto Rashak, and here comes Lude. Follow-up. Very tanky. No one's going to die today. Both summoners blown from Rashak. Oh, and he will actually die as Satsuko trades both his summoners to trade in. And that was a real fucking loud noise, and I don't know what that was, but I think it's something to do with a Rengar roll. Not 100% what that drum was. If anyone knows, please let me know. I don't think it's Rengar roll. Maybe it's to do with his new passive. Not 100%. But in any case, 2-for-2 in that trade. Tsuko probably shouldn't have burnt both his summoners to go in on that one, but hey, the more it's not a learning experience, right? In any case, still looking at only one turret for BTD in that top lane. Maybe try to get this turret mid. They have been showing a lot of attention there. And the Acuity has been slowly whittling away at it as Rashak looks to take this red, but nope, we're gonna get to a jungler, I guess. Yeah, Rashak is 0-5, says, nah, you know what, mate, you have it. An interesting build from Rashak, so he's come for a mix of crit and armor pen. You want to commit to one or the other, and I don't know if armor pen build is still good in 622, or lethality build, I should say, is good in 622 with Jhin, especially because Ghostblade doesn't actually give attack speed anymore. So it's not giving Jhin that huge AD boost that it used to be. No, but sorry, that it used to do. So, not 100% on the build as we see Luz come in with Marshall, going to try and take down Kruger, who does go for the ult tumble and should get away. And here's the drum again. I think that is the new Rengar roll, and that is spooky as all hell. Trying to, well, that will last for a very long time. Try and get someone, but there's no one close. Jarian steps on a shroom. Feels bad, man. Does dodge out that one though. Lude's just gonna take away the red buff for himself. He already sees 6-2-2. Nah, I gotta get the red buff. It's actually arguable the red buff could be better on the junglers for both teams. I don't really like giving a red buff to Jhin because he doesn't auto attack very often. He's not actually proccing it. Looks like Freddy Krueger not going to take it. Actually, yeah, I think it'd be probably better on Vayne than it would be on Pun Life. But not very good on Jhin because he doesn't auto attack very often, so he doesn't proc it. Nice glass cone troll there. But it could be very good on, and for similar reasons, it's not like great on Ezreal. His Q does proc it, so it's alright. It's not as good as it would be on like a Caitlyn, for example. But Xinhao, he can proc it. He's got a lot of attack speed, so he'll be procking it often. And he can use the health regen after he dips out of a fight. So it's yeah, I don't know, it's pretty useful on Ludes. In any case, by the time it sent me to fully explain all that, the buff's probably almost run out. You have a look, yeah, it's 2/3 of the way through. So cherish that information for the next third of it. See Rhyhorn looking for some sort of group here in the mid lane. Try and get some turrets here. They have a lot of wave clear. Zuko's very ahead. A lot of damage. You see that turret gets absolutely melted. Hook onto Freddy Krueger and in comes losing. Deleted. Exhaust and True Shot Barrage onto the Rengar. Slam onto Ace Ben. 2-4-0. Here comes another hook on Zarya. So let's drop the box. And Ace Ben looks like he will go down as Ludes leaps into the fray once more. Holy moly. Jarian is on point. And it looks like maybe this could be the game for sweet Rhyhorn. Looking at that one Nexus turret, Jarian flash blade hook onto Rashtag, and here comes Marshall, instantly slams with the ult. He will go down as well. Ace, a clean ace. 5 for none, second Nexus turret. Gonna knock down the inhib. 4. Sweet Rhyhorn will take down BTD. The chat spam wasn't good enough, lads. Victory for the red team. Once again, pretty just. Oh, that's actually so sad. Atsuko 12, 3, and 9. Very, very close to the 13-37. You'll get them next time, lads. Yeah, it's a very clean game from Rhyhorn there. Just trying to slowly sweep that one out. They played it very well. Just gonna press their leads, you know. Just go, hey, yeah, let's take this turret. Let's take this turret. Let's take this turret. Oh, look, we're ahead now because we took all these turrets. We got all these kills. Let's just run it down mid and end the game. I'm not really a fan of Pun Life's build. I'm not a fan of Teemo mid, especially when you could have picked it into Alawi. Just pretty much Alawi's second worst matchup. Alawi's worst matchup is Cassiopeia. Teemo is like a close second worst, if you ask me. Maybe Quinn. No, Teemo's probably worse than Quinn for Alawi. In any case, in terms of MVP, everything in my soul is telling me to give it to Jarian because he was hitting these amazing hooks. Just such clean play for the whole game. But I don't feel like Jarian was really winning his team, like solo carrying the game, like winning his team the game as much as he was just playing really well. Like, and it's different things, you know, because he hit all these hooks, but at the end of the day, if he'd missed every single hook, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference, you know? So, oh wow, Hiprain just got banned from chat. Come on, man. Wait, Hiprain. Alright, Hiprain got banned from chat for plugging the sign-up sheet. Hiprain not a mod of his own tournament. Fucking classic. But, so I really want to give MVP to Jarian. But I'm gonna give it over to Ludes because his early ganks, he's applying so much pressure, just throwing himself in 1v9. It's not literally okay, not so much Marshall, sorry Marshall, but everyone on Rhyhorn except Marshall, like let's be honest, played like really well. Look at the scores: 12, 3, 6, 5, 1, 13, 7, 2, 9, and 3, 2, 14. Like really well played from everyone, but I feel like Ludes on the Xinhao had the biggest impact. It was like forcing those great fights. Yeah, I know that Brian was getting some hooks in, man. I know that the great hooks from Marshall and from Jarian, but I'm gonna give it to Ludes. It's just like my opinion, man. But I think that could be us for the evening. Gonna see if Hiprain can reconnect and if he has any final words to say. The man, the myth, the
Asuko
legend,
was really good on
back in.
Oriana.
He's back.
Um,
I know he was.
my internet was a little bit dodgy, but it held up for that last. I did actually manage to watch most of that game, which is pretty good. We'll be back tomorrow, guys.
Huge success.
Hopefully, I'll be live. I will be casting not from my home, but it's had its internet destroyed. But we will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow will be BTDreams play today. Let me check. This is what happens when you're not prepared. Keep talking.
Yeah. So tomorrow we got BTDreams versus the team.
I think BTDreams played today, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
I'll look at this. I'll look at the form. Right. So,
Just pretend you
Junior
DC'd again.
Force Swag will be taking on Big Surrey, which is the Surrey Uni team. We're also going to have Warriors of E taking on Louder Syrup. So basically, tune in tomorrow. We'll be starting same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. till probably about 10 o'clock. Anyone looking to sign up for future events as well? I did get banned from the Twitch trying to plug the link, but I believe that we did also share the link on the main channel. If you're looking to kind of sign up for future events with Surrey Esports, we will have sign up forms for future events coming up. There will be Overwatch, there will be League of Legends, there'll be a mixture of things. Thank you so much for watching. A huge thank you to Docda. He literally came through so big today. Had no internet and took on the solo cast. So
if any
everyone give your virtual applause to Docda for this.
And give me your actual applause, bitches. Then you need anything casted.
So now you're plugging
I'll do
yourself.
It for a sandwich. Hit me up. Twitter.com/DOC__DA.
Let's try and get to 11. 11 followers.
Give me that 11 follow. Wait, no, you followed me, so I do have 11 followers.
Oh, so 12 now. We're looking for 12.
Yeah.
Can we hit 20 by the end of the week? That's the question. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm sorry about all the technical problems we had. Games did get a little bit delayed from pauses and etc. etc. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock, where Junior Force will be taking on Big Sorry, and after that, Warriors V will be taking on Louder Syrup. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.
All right.
You